I better turn off the radio. Hopefully I have a good signal. I don't know. I don't know. Let me turn this. Turn y'all. Put you here. Let's tighten this up. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Well, dang. I started it in the wrong mode. I'm in the up and down mode. Up and down mode. Hi. Hey, girl. Hey. What's up, people? We're in the great outdoors. We're not in the spot we were supposed to be in. Oh boy. That was an experience. We're newbies at this. We've never done this before. Hey, Denise. We're having a lot of fun. Okay, so Todd had booked this one spot, and we get there to check in. Hey, Yvonne. We get there to check in, and we check in, and it's raining, okay? So Todd's like, well, I'm gonna wait until, because he looked at the radar, and he says, I'm gonna wait until the rain stops to like back into the spot and do all the hookups and stuff. Because mind you, keep in mind, this is our very, very, very first trip. Like, we're RV and camping virgins. And he says, okay, so we're gonna wait, but let's drive by the site, look at it, you know, plot and plan. So we go by and we get to this site and it's like the corner, but there's trees like all around the site, okay? And the person that's right next to us, the way it's full hookup, but there's like no concrete, no rocks, no nothing. It is just raw earth. There's a picnic table and a fire pit, but we're right on the corner, okay? And the guy next to us is there, already set up, and there's no sign of life, but his truck is parked there, and the way his truck is parked, it's like diagonal. So the end of his truck is like right in the way of us pulling our camper in. So Todd was gonna have to get out and go knock on this person's door and ask him to move his truck. And so right off the bat, we're starting out like on a bad note, depending on what kind of personality this guy has, right? I mean, we don't know him. So we're sitting there looking at it, and Todd's like, all right, well, let me go look. And in our lot, it's like on an incline. So he's like, let me get out and go look at it, right? So he gets out with his umbrella and he goes over and he looks at it and he gets back in the truck and he says, well, there's already standing water down by the picnic table and the fire pit's full of water. I was like, oh no. It was awful. It was terrible. He said, there's a reason why this was the only lot that was available when I booked. So I was like, well, we're just gonna, we're gonna tough it out. We're gonna tough this out. So we go and we park, right? We park and we sit, and we're waiting for the rain to go through, and it stops. And I said, well, we have a choice. You know, we can stay here, we can tough it out, or because we were going to lose, I think it was like $100 to when we booked it. And so there's a wasp over here. Anyways, and so he's like, well, I said, we can stay and tough it out. I'm the optimist of the group. So I said, we can stay and tough it out, or we can go home. And I don't want to go home. So he's like, well, I want you to get out of the truck. I want you to walk over to it, and I want you to look at it. And then you tell me what we're gonna do. So Ethan and I get out, we go over and we look at it, and I was like, it took me like 5 seconds to look at it, and I was like, no. Hello? I mean, I couldn't even fathom parking my camper. I mean, it's brand new, and I didn't even want to park my camper there. There wasn't even enough space. We wouldn't have even been able to like put the awning out because of the trees that were there. And it was mud. It was just, no. So I turned around and went back to the truck. I was like, can we find someplace else? I mean, I don't care about losing the money. We've wasted more money on worse things, right? So I said, either we're finding someplace else for the weekend or we're just gonna go home. I mean, we were like 30 minutes away from home anyway. We planned it that way because it was our first time out. If something went wrong, we could turn around and go back home, you know, really fast. And our family's like right there. So if we had to call somebody to come help us with something if it broke. So we both get on our phones, right? And we're scrolling, and what about this place? Oh no, that's booked. Oh no, that's booked. And we didn't want to go too much further either. So Todd finds this place, and I'll tell you, it was like double what we paid for the other place. So, but this place, I'll show you. Let me get my tripod up. Look at this patio. I know. It was awful. Got a little bench. And then we took the umbrella out because of the awning. We wanted to use the awning. But they provided us a grill. I mean, it's just so nice. And then the rocks for you to pull your camper in. I mean, come on. The difference. They have a heated pool. The other place had a pool, but it wasn't heated, and it's kind of chilly. I mean, I guess you could, I mean, look at the grounds. The grounds here are just, it's beautiful. Right down here, there's a basketball hoop. So Ethan has been down there a lot. They have what they call a gaga ball place. Hey, Rita. Yeah, we're doing it. Yeah, you do get what you pay for. But I mean, look at this lot over here. They have a swing. I was like, that's sweet. So yeah, I mean, it's so nice. I would definitely come back to this spot. Yeah, they have a heated pool. They have a clubhouse up front. They have all kinds of activities all day. But yeah, it's so nice. Like today at 3 o'clock, they have bingo. Ethan's like, I'm gonna go play bingo. So I guess, and Todd's like, I'll go play bingo. There's a wasp flying around, if y'all can see it. I need some spray. I've got like this notebook, so I keep writing things down that I need, that we forgot, or that we just don't have, or that we didn't think we would need. And the inside of the camper, I'm like, I have things everywhere. Because I'm like, I don't know where to put stuff. So we're just having to figure it out as we go. But it's a learning experience for sure. I'm just like, whew, this thing is fun though. We're having a lot of fun figuring it all out. And, Yeah. Hey, Teresa. Yeah, we've been missing the heck out of you, Rita. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. And we're sitting here, and these people, a couple of campsites over, they were from North Jersey. They left this morning, though. And really great people. And they had these, like, these cars. Yeah, I know, right? We almost floated away in our last site, but we decided to come here instead. It was bad. It was bad. Don't ever book the very last site available at a camp place, because unless you know ahead of time, it's great. It was bad. Yeah, it was bad. We get there, and long story short, it was like in the very corner, and it was almost surrounded by trees on like 2 sides, and it was on an incline. And yeah, it was bad. It was like the picnic table and the fire pit was like way down, and it was, the picnic table had water underneath it, and it was muddy. There was no rocks where you could pull your camper in. No, it was, we wouldn't have been able to pull the awning out. I was like, I cannot pull Jolene into that. She'll never forgive me. Jolene's my camper, by the way, if you don't know. I named her. Well, she told me her name. So she speaks to me, and then Ethan starts to speak for her, and I tell him that's too creepy. You cannot do voices for vehicles. That's just way too creepy. But anyways, I figure if the guys can name their cars, then I can name mine. And so my camper is Jolene, and my vehicle is Shirley. So Jolene, like the song, yeah. Who else came in? Questions. Thank you, Teresa. We have been wanting a camper for like 2 decades now. And we would go and we would look at them and we would say, yes, we're going to do it. And then I'd get pregnant. Yep. And then we were like, well, guess we can't afford it because we're having a baby. Yep. And we did the same thing. So then, you know, we would try to plan a cruise to Alaska. No joke. And I'd get pregnant. I mean, it was like, or then, well, then I was diagnosed with cancer. So that, you know, that took everything off the table all over again. But it's a thing, life just happened. And we were this close to buying our neighbor's camper off of them because they were upgrading. And then I found out I was pregnant with Ethan. So I was like, we just can't do it. And I really wish that we had just bit the bullet. I kind of feel like buying a camper is like having a baby. If you wait till you're really ready for it, you're never gonna do it. And Todd came over to me this morning and he said, you know, I have the biggest regret right now seeing Ethan in the camper and around the site and how much fun he's having. I regret not doing it when the other 2 were little. We should have done it when they were little. So that's my advice. If you have an inkling to do it, just do it. Because your kids aren't gonna get any younger. So anyways, let me read the chat. Thank you, Teresa. We're enjoying it. What's the temperature? It's probably in the upper 70s right now. It's supposed to get in the lower 80s at some point today. Thank you, Teresa. Yeah, it is a blessing. And I'm really hoping that my other 2 will end up at some point coming to join us on a trip. We've got a few more. We got one booked in June, and Todd just booked another weekend in. We've got a longer one booked in June. Going back to the Eastern Shore. I love Cape Charles. So we're going back to Cape Charles in June. And then we're going to a state park in July. And then we're going somewhere else in September. So we're going to Michigan in August to a NASCAR race and to see friends of ours. And then also in July, we're going to Nag's Head. That's a big family trip that we go every year. We go to Nag's Head every year for a week with family. Hey, Sandy. Good to see you. I've been missing seeing you. I haven't really been. I'll tell you where I've been. I've been watching a lot of Whatnot shows. That place is interesting, if you want to know the truth. Seeing as my friend Rita hasn't been around, I've been hanging out watching Whatnot. And I've been spending too much money. So I need Rita to come back. I need you back, Rita. Do you get lost on Whatnot? Do you spend too much money on Whatnot? I do. It took me a while to, you know, kind of figure out the tips and tricks, because you've been watching Temu hauls. I need to get my other one up on my channel. I've got another, like a part 2 of a craft haul. I ordered a bunch of clothes, and I got a bunch of clothes off Temu, but I haven't filmed them. And then I ended up taking a bunch out of the bags and stuff, so I probably won't film them. I love all the clothes I've gotten from there, though. My only tip would be, like, if you order clothes from Temu, and this is probably from anywhere, really, if you order clothes online, is, I heard it, Rita explained it the best for clothing. If you pick out like your most comfy shirt that feels the best on you and fits you the best, and you lay it out flat, and then you take your tape measure and you measure it from the seam, from the pit, from one pit to the other, then that's your pit to pit measurement. And then that's the measurement that you're going to go by when you look on Temu. And all the clothing there will have those measurements for you. Pay attention to the measurements. Don't automatically think that the sizes on there are like the Asian sizes. You know how like a lot of the clothing on these sites are really, really small. I mean, I always had it in my mind that their clothing is small. So I needed to size up like 2 or 3 sizes. That is not true. You have to look at the sizes on each individual piece of clothing that you look at, that you're interested in. Look at the sizing measurements, not the number. Like if you look and it says 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, all of that, don't look at that. You have to get your own size that you wear out of your head. You have to go by the actual like sizing measurements. And some of them will give you like length. Like if you're measuring shirts, they'll give you the length of the, like from the shoulder seam to the bottom, so you can see how long it would be on. Some of them will give you the sleeve length. So just take your best fitting shirt that you love, that looks great on you, that you feel beautiful in, and take those measurements of your shirt and, you know, write them down. And then when you're shopping, go by those measurements. Because every time I've done that, my clothing has come in and it's fit perfectly. Now I'll wear a 10X, not feeling it. No, you'd be surprised. I've gotten on there, I'm typically a large, like in shirts, I'm usually a large. And a lot of these clothings, I think one shirt I had to buy a small because of the way the sizing is on there. It's just, and so a lot of them I've manufacturer, they vary so much. That's just my tip. But and look at, if you look in the description, most of them will tell you what material it's made out of too. So if you have a particular material that you prefer, then just check out the descriptions. And a lot of them have reviews on them too. Like if they don't have any reviews on the clothing, that clothing item, I don't buy them personally. That's me. So That's just my opinion. And sometimes the pictures on there, the color, sometimes, not always, because most of the pieces of clothing I've gotten, the color is true to the color on my screen, but I guess it's just depending on your personal screen color. But I bought a dress off of there. I'll tell you this, I bought a dress, and the picture on the screen looked like a really pretty pink color. The description said red, and I ordered it, and it came in, and it was more of a like a peachy, like an orangey peach color. It was a really pretty color, but not for me. My skin, I'm very pale. It would look beautiful on someone with a tan. Oh my gosh, it would have been gorgeous. And the material was just beautiful. And it actually, I mean, I think I paid like $20 for this dress. Yeah, I got this from Rita. And it actually had like a, shoot, my words are failing me. Words are hard when you're camping. It had like a layer under it, like a crinoline type, y'all know what I'm talking about, like a slip built in under. It was like 2-layer. It was beautiful. It's a gorgeous dress. And but I sent it back. Customer service was, yep, you can initiate a refund, and you return it, and as long as you do everything, like if you have a big order, I had like the dress, and I had 2 other shirts that I wanted to return because they were too big for me, and so I marked all 3 of them as returns. I stuck them right back into my Temu. Ooh, hello wasp. Right back into the Temu bag, taped it up, smacked the return label on it, took it to my post office, and they took it right back and refunded my money. So it was very easy, and it was free. It was a free return. So yeah, 12 is a large here. I'm a 12. I've lost 22 pounds though. So everything is like really big on me. I told Todd, I said, I need to go shopping for clothes. Amazon is your best friend. We love Amazon too. It's terrible. I have Prime though, and I'm so used to ordering and having something at my house either the next day or 2 days later. So Temu, I'm like impatient. Hubby said you were talking about me. Don't make me come get you. I'll keep talking about you, and that will make you come get us. Oh, about my hat. Was it Tonda said I was glam camping, or was it Denise? Oh, it was Tonda. Tonda said I'm glamping because I have a sparkly hat. I said I got this from Rita. Yeah. 22 pounds since January. I started on Weight Watchers. Yep. I've been trying hard. I feel so much better. Like when I sit down, I can breathe better. So when I would sit down, everything would push up into my diaphragm. I feel so much better. So much better. Temu does take forever compared to Prime. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. I'm amazed I have signal. I'm excited I have signal. We're kind of at a, we're at a campground. Yep, we are. The second one of the weekend. The first one we went to, so we lost $100, but Todd wasn't feeling it. he was just not feeling, poor guy. He was miserable sitting in the truck. He was like, he was gonna do it. Like, he was gonna get out and pull this camper into that mud, but he was just not feeling it. So, you know. And once I saw it, once I got out and looked at it, I was like, I can't make you pull Jolene into that. My brand new shiny camper. So we just left. Like, we didn't even call. Cause, okay, so we pulled around and we're sitting there. So he calls the office and he says, man, I'm just calling just to see, do you have any other sites available for the weekend? Yeah, that's a good idea, Sandy. So, do you have any other sites available for the weekend? We're just checking, and the guy says, "Nah, we're completely booked for the weekend." And Todd said, "Yeah, I figured that. Okay, I was just checking because you know, there's standing water in the site we're supposed to be pulling into, so I'm just checking." See if you have anything better. He said, "No, I'm sorry." And he said, "Are you canceling?" Todd said, "No, we're not ready to give up just quite yet." So he gets off the phone with him. Yeah, you know, mudding was fun when I was in my 20s. I dated a guy who had one of those huge trucks, and we went mudding. He had one of those winches on the front where when we get stuck, he'd get out and, you know, get in the mud and put the winch around a tree to pull us out. You know, we used to go do all that kind of stuff. That was fun back then. I'm in my 50s now. I ain't mudding. With this body is saying no. And Jolene back here, she's an old person's camper. She ain't going mudding. She said no. Yep, she said no. Yeah, we ain't mudding. My son, my middle son right now, he and his girlfriend and their buddies and girls and all them, they're mudding. They're riding four-wheelers this weekend down in Busco Beach in Carolina. That's what they're doing this weekend. They're like in the muck and with their waders on and all that mess. She is a lady. She don't want all the dirt. She's on gravel, and yeah, she's my kind of camper. She'll steal your man. This old Jolene. Yep. The dream life now. Well, yeah. Yeah, we're blessed. We're blessed. Yeah, I'm not jealous of her because, you know, I'll share Todd with her. I'll share Todd with her. Because if I don't, then I got to do all the hooking up and the flushing of the tanks and all that. And I don't really want to do that. Although Ethan's really been, like, into it and wanting to learn and checking the tank levels and, Mom, the gray tank is half full and the black tank is empty. That's good. So, oh, no, I'm not selling my house for a camper. People do that. People do that. People will do that. I watched, there's a YouTube channel I watch, I forget what it's called, and their whole family, they have an RV, the driving kind, and they go all over the U.S., and that's what they do. They homeschool their kids, and they live in their RV. I don't think I could do that. I'm not about that gypsy life. I mean, maybe I'll change my mind after a few weekends in it. I don't know, though. My friend and her husband sold everything for a boat. So do they live on the boat? Do they live on it? Hey, help me, Rhonda. She will steal your man. Yep, my man likes the amenities of it. All hooking up and flushing should be left to the men. I like helping with it. I will admit that. I was out here helping him with it yesterday. So I don't mind learning it. But I'm glad. I told Ethan, I said, you really do need to learn it because, he's 11 now. So as he gets older, he's going to want to really take part in it, and he may want to do it all on his own. You know what I mean? Like, who knows what the future is going to hold? He may really get into camping himself, and once he's older and has his own job and buy one, and then he'll just go right into it, and there won't be a learning curve for him like it is for us. He'll know it all. So it's a good experience for him. You're all for this life, Rochelle? For the gypsy life? I admire you. Who knows? Maybe I will be one day when it's just the two of us and we're retired and don't have a job. We don't have to work and we're just retired and we can just get a dog and just travel. I don't know that I could do it with kids though. Who knows? Maybe I would change my mind. I don't know. They lived on the boat and drove each other nuts. Did I see you said they're getting divorced now? Aw, that's sad though. I love y'all. I have to head out. I'm so proud of you and hope your time is awesome. I will catch you all soon. All right, Rita. I'm proud of you and your space, and I can't wait to see it. I'm very excited for you. Very excited for you. I can't wait to see it all set up the way you want it. And I'm glad you stopped in. Bye, girl. Tell Eric I said hello. You drive and hook up at the kids. Oh, yeah. Now, see, that would be nice, because then I would get to see my kids. Yeah, once they're out of my house. That's the first goal. That's the first hurdle I have to get through. Because my oldest is getting ready to graduate next month from college, and he's going to be home again. So then I got to get him out again. I don't mind him being back home while he gets his feet under him. But you know, this birds have a great philosophy kick. You know, get them wings and get out. You know, you can't let them stay forever. That's the goal. I'll be your soft place to land, but you can't stay forever. Have y'all tried this? This is Dr. Pepper and cream soda with 0 sugar. This stuff's pretty good. If you like Dr. Pepper and cream soda, it's pretty good and it has 0 sugar. I don't drink a lot of soda, but I just wanted a little bit of soda. So I'm drinking one today. Oh, good night, Teresa. Have a good sleep. Do you think you'll find a permanent site to just park it and go there? No. No. Probably not. Not right now. Because I want to see different places. We have friends who have a place at the lake. My brother has a house at the beach, and my sister-in-law and her husband, they have a place down in Myrtle Beach. And honestly, we, there's 2 wasps out here now. Dang. We can't afford a place at the beach. I mean, especially in the Outer Banks, like to purchase. And if I purchased a place, we would have to rent it out to be able to afford it, to keep it, you know, to pay the mortgage on it. And I wouldn't want to, oh, I love Outer Banks. We love Nag's Head. That's like our top place. We have to go once a year. Have to, Rochelle. I love it there. So, and the prices in the Outer Banks have, whew. My brother and his wife they own a house. They bought it like years and years and years ago. They have a place down in Waves. But I mean, even now, the real estate prices there to buy have skyrocketed. There's no, I mean, now there's no way, even if we rented it out, there's no way we could afford a place down there to buy. Not where we would want it anyway. So that's totally out. Where we would really want it, to the Gulf, like to the Gulf of Mexico. We have, but if we had a permanent vacation place, I'd want it to be closer to us. So we're here in Virginia, so I'd want it to be closer driving distance to us. So, the Gulf side of Florida. No, we haven't been to the Gulf side of Florida before. But see, I'd want it to be closer in driving distance. I love the eastern shore of Virginia. That was a possibility, and maybe we'll retire on the eastern shore one day. Who knows? You know, all of our parents. I've heard that about the Gulf side of Florida, about their beaches. We have friends that go down. They travel down there usually on spring break. They go. And I forget the name of the beach they go to, but it's on the Gulf of Florida, on the panhandle of Florida. But we wanted someplace close, and then it was like, well, we could get a camper then and go see different places. And we've always been busy raising kids, and so we have a beautiful state. And we have beautiful border states. You know, West Virginia is beautiful. Carolina is beautiful. Tennessee is not that far. We get a camper. We could travel just these states right here, including our own, and see so much and not be stuck. Another reason why we chose to just get a camper. And now we can just go different places and see different spots. So that's what we're planning on doing. So we're trying to get our feet wet by going places that are closer to our house this year. And then when we get used to it and get some of the more local places under our feet, then we're going to venture out. Yeah, the Blue Ridge Parkway, you know, big things like that. That's what we want to do. So, because this, like I said, this was our first time, you know, we were like, yeah, the gas prices are crazy. Yeah, they are, but it's worth it. And I figure you pay for the gas, or you're going to pay for a rental home and airfare to get you there, you know? So, and then, but this way, it's just so different. Like right now, Todd and Ethan are walking around. They're just walking and talking and seeing nature, and it's so wholesome. And he's not on his tablet. He's not playing video games. He's out here just enjoying nature, and that's worth it to me. And in a little while, the 3 of us are gonna go play bingo. It's just, you know, we're cooking on the grill, and last night we were making s'mores, and tonight we're gonna make those hobo pies on the fire. You know, you don't really get that at Disney World. Now, I'm not bashing Disney World for people who love Disney World. I've been to Disney World and I love Disney World when we went. I'm just saying, it's just, it's cool. And the fact that Ethan is loving it, it just makes it worth it. It's worth it to us anyway. You can hear the birds chirping. And that dang wasp will not go away. We pulled up and I found this little giraffe in the rocks. You're a nature girl? I'm really not. But I'm enjoying this. Like, I got up this morning and I was like, I'm gonna go sit outside. Of course, the temperature's nice too. We'll see what I'm singing in July. When we're camping in the park in July. They have, I don't know if I said it before, they have a heated pool here, which is really nice. I didn't bring a bathing suit because the campground that we were supposed to be at, they have a pool, but it wasn't heated, and the temperature wasn't supposed to be high enough for me to get in the pool, so I didn't bring a bathing suit. But so we found this in the rocks, so I figured this will be our little mascot. I'm gonna attach it to the front thing somehow. It'll probably get blown off if I do that. Maybe I'll put it on the inside somehow. Thanks for stopping in, Rochelle. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it soon anyway. I brought some, because I'm getting into junk journaling. This is, it's 2007 is the copyright right here. And we're back. We're back. Looks like we're back. Timer's going again. Y'all let me know in the chat if you can hear me, you can see me. Looks like I got 6 people. Are we back? Are we back? So I was showing y'all this book, the Mother Goose book. So I bought it to fussy cut it for all the, oh good, so all the graphics in it. I thought it was kind of cute because I really want to get into junk journaling. So there's all the graphics, mainly the small ones. I mean, but the big ones, well, the big ones were pretty neat too. So that's really what I bought it for. Although I'll probably mess up the big graphics when I start cutting out the small graphics. I have this weird anxiety about fussy cutting kids books. I have so many kids books and they're like really old. But then I look at them and I go, do I want to cut out, because you know, you have graphics on one side of the page and then graphics on the other. And it's like, if I cut out this graphic, then I lose this graphic. And so like, then I don't do anything with it. Am I the only one that feels like that? Who's into like fussy cutting? I gotta get over that. Because then if I don't, then I'm just gonna have this stack of kids books that I do nothing with. And there's that wasp behind me. As long as he doesn't go inside. The screen door's shut. He just won't go away. Ugh. You feel that way too? I'm like, I gotta get past this because I want the graphics. So then I put it away and I think, okay, so what I'll do is scan the images. Hey, Nancy. Fancy Nancy. On your lunch break? Good. Come sit a bit and talk. I was going to end it, and then I thought, nah, I'll just chit-chat a little bit more. Todd and Ethan are exploring the campground, so I'm just sitting here enjoying the breeze. So then I think, well, then I'll scan the images in, and that way I'll preserve the ones that the ones that I cut up. But am I really going to get around to scanning all these images in? And I don't pay much. I have this little spot, this little place in this city next to me, and it's this little thrift store, and they get the best books in. And if I go on Fridays, I can get books for 25 cents. And it's hit or miss, I'll be honest, but it seems like nobody else cares about the children's books. So if I go in there, sometimes I'll go in, and this one time I went in and I found the best old children's books, and I go up there to pay for them, and my total's like $2 and some change. And yeah, I'm the same way, Denise. I have the best intentions. And I go up to pay for them, and she says, I'm going to give you these. And she comes back with 3 more little children's books. She said, we were going to throw these away because I didn't really feel like we could sell them because they're in rough shape. I was like, oh no, never throw those away. Set whatever you were going to throw away aside. I'll always take them. I don't care what shape they're in. So, she said she would, and they haven't had any more since then. This has only been a few weeks ago, but she said they all came from the same estate. And so I told her, I said, I'm doing junk journaling, so I'm going to cut them up anyway. Of course, I haven't cut them up yet because, images. But I mean, like the spines were coming apart, and I think the covers were a little bit damaged, but I'm not going to do anything with the covers anyway, and the pages were fine. So, but anyways, I just got to get over that. I got to get over losing the images because there's always more children's books out there to be found. So I got to get past that. Just pick the best image and cut it. So how's work going today, Nancy? Is it going okay? Have you found any cool stuff? Nancy has the best spot to be able to find things. Ooh, there's the sun. I wonder if Todd brought the cornhole set. Ethan loves to play cornhole. Have y'all ever heard of Gaga Ball? We had not heard of that until we came here. They have a Gaga Ball pit, and I would walk you down there to see it. I'm scared I'll lose signal. The signal is not strong here. It's a type of dodgeball. If you have a chance, Google it. It's like a sand pit, and then it has like, a solid fence around it that's probably about, I don't know, maybe 1.5 feet high. And you use what looks like a volleyball. And then you, apparently, instead of like throwing the ball directly at a person to get them out, you have to keep your hand on the wall. I don't know all the rules, but it's something to do with you have to keep your hand on the wall, one person to each. And it's like the way the walls are set up, it's like a big, not an octagon, but it's, it's set up that way. So each section of the wall is set up, and then there's another section and another section and another section. So it's set up like that. And then each section has its own color. And so you pick one section and you have to hold on to it. And then your hand has to be on the wall, and the person with the ball throws the ball, and then the ball has to back. Still buffering? Was she back? think we're back. Anyways, that's where, yay. So that's where the name Gaga. It's like Japanese game. I think the echo is coming in off that can. It's like some kind of a Japanese game. So the ball bounces twice. Gaga. Anyways, like you all really were wanting to know all of that information. You got it anyway. So Nancy said, a pair of pants with lace pockets and an Easter outfit, capris, flowered, and pretty blouse to go with. Oh, that's cool. That sounds nice. I bought a, wait, then today had a Jack in the Pulpit vase from Pier 1. Yeah, Pier 1 is closed. She priced it at $19.99. I told no. Haha, yay me. Oh, so you got it. Good. That's good. What color is it? I like those Jack in the Pulpit vases. They're pretty. I bought a 23 set of The World of Peter Rabbit by Beatrix Potter at Ollie's for my first. Oh, congratulations. You have a great granddaughter. That's sweet. Hey, Kathy Sweet. Hey, Tooch. I love Ollie's. They're building one close to me now. So we should have one hopefully soon. I love Ollie's. I could get lost in Ollie's. I like buying this really strange. I like buying bath mats from Ollie's because I replace my bath mats a lot. And I don't like paying a lot for them. So I'll buy my bath mats. Like Marshall's, Ollie's. Oh, 2 months old. That's so sweet. I love babies. I just love them. They're so sweet. I love that age. They're so sweet. And they smell so good. I didn't buy the vase. Oh, told it no. I understand that. Yes. Yep. That's how I am on Whatnot. There are many, many times when I'm like, I want that, but I don't need it. So I'm not gonna swipe. Because on Whatnot, that's what you do when you want to bid. You swipe to the right. And it's very, very easy to get caught up in the bidding, especially if you're in a bidding war. It's easy to just swipe and swipe and swipe, but you gotta have that. You gotta just sit on that hand, but that makes it easy because Whatnot, it moves fast. So the bidding, it's like every time somebody bids, it adds a few more seconds onto it, but it still goes really fast. So if you're really tempted, but you know that you shouldn't, you can get up and walk away and it's over like that. So the temptation is gone. So that way you don't have your buyer's regret set in, that you paid like 30 bucks for something that you wouldn't pay $2 for in the store. If you could stand there for a few minutes and really hold it and say, yeah, no, and put it back. So you can have that restraint if you get up and walk away. So I haven't had to do that yet, but I have had to sit on my hand before and just kind of count to 10. So especially when it came to Kewpies. I've seen some really cool Kewpies on Whatnot, and I've had to resist. Hello. Do I have a small dog? No. Oh. Yeah, no. Oh, good thing. No, no dogs for us. Thank you, though. My kids are the cake. Grandkids are the icing. Great-grandkids are the roses. I hear you. I hear you. You're very blessed, Tonda. Very blessed. This lady has had a really small, looked like a Shih Tzu dog. And apparently there's a hawk circling, so she asked if I had a small dog. I guess she was gonna warn me about the hawk, which was nice. But nope, no doggies. No doggies for us. We have a kitten. Well, I call him my kitten. He's not a kitten anymore. But he's at home. He's at home. He would not be a good camper kitty. Nope. I know some people have cats in their campers, but not Loki. Loki would not be a good camper kitty. We are camping, Tooch. We are in Williamsburg, Virginia. And I will show you. Some would call it glamping. We are at a place called Williamsburg Campground. So, this is our site that we're staying at. Just give you like a 360. It's very nice. If you're ever in this area of Virginia, it's called Williamsburg Campground. They have all kinds of sites. They have full hookups. I don't think they have dry camping, but they do have, they have tent sites. So like right through here, there's sites where you can do tent camping. They have a group here. It might be the Scouts that are tent camping. They actually have, you can see them a little bit through that way. They have cabins, so they have like one-room cabins. They have like without a bathroom, so they have bathhouses. They have like a one-bedroom with bunks in it, and then they have, I think they have a two, like one bedroom and then like a living area, and then they have like a 2-bedroom, like with a kitchen cabin. And they actually have yurts here. So I think they have 2 yurts. And they have a clubhouse up front, and it's really nice. So they have like a refrigerated area if you need like milk or eggs or anything like that. And they have activities going on. They've got a really nice playground for the kids. They've got those bouncy pillows. They've got a heated pool and a splash pad, and it's really nice. Yes, not all the sites have a patio, brick patio, so they have some more rustic sites if you want that. And then, you know, without the grill, without the bench and all, so that it's just like you just get the like a picnic table and your fire pit. So yeah, it's really, really nice. It is just called Williamsburg Campground. That's the name of the place. I don't know what he did with the book. Hold on just a second. That's it there. There's Ethan. He's very sweaty.
I have a blister.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Jumping on the jumper thing.
Oh, you were on the pillow. So yeah, if you can go to the website and look it up. It's very nice. Very, very nice. So if you're familiar with camping, they have 30 amp hookups and 50 amp hookups. So, yep, very nice. And they have like the thing for cable TV if you had it. We don't have it. We don't have the actual cable hookup thing. It's on the list. We're so new. But I'm fine. I'm fine with not having the TV. You're welcome, Tonda. It's beautiful, and it's if you were to stay here, you'd be close to like Busch Gardens, the theme park Busch Gardens. You'd be close to Water Country, which is a big water park. You're close to Colonial Williamsburg if you wanted to do tours and things there and shopping. You just killed them? Thank you, my hero. He just killed the wasps. We're camper virgins. We're as virgin as you get. This is our very, very, very first time camping. First time. Yesterday was the first time hooking the camper up.
Don't stand on that.
Yep. So this site was like perfect for us because it's beautiful and it's perfect and it's flat. But yeah, and you'd be close to Jamestown if you're a history buff, you know, along with Colonial Williamsburg. So there's a lot to do right here, all around the campsite. Not to mention the activities that the campsite itself has going on, because they have like a full list of things. And they have theme weekends too. If you were to go onto their website, they have theme weekends where they have all kinds of stuff going on. I don't think this weekend is a theme weekend, but it's our own theme weekend. We're getting used to camping this weekend. That's what we're doing. We're definitely going to be spoiled now. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end it. Oh, I'm over an hour. That's really good. I'm going to end it now that the family's back and spend some time with them. But I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me. It was fun. So yeah, if you get a chance and you're in the area, go online, check them out. It's a really great place. But I'm going to try and maybe get some sun on my face. Get a little bit of glow going, some natural vitamin D. Thanks for hanging out, guys. We'll go live again soon. Thanks, Tonda. Thank you guys for hanging out. And if you feel like it, thanks, Tooch. Give the video a thumbs up if you think about it and you want to. If you don't, that's okay too. I'm just here to chat and have fun. Thanks, guys. Keep being kind to each other. There's too much meanness in this world. Bye.